Hey, honey, what's for dinner? What are we eating? Have you ever heard this before? Hi, this is Renee Paden from the KOAM Medical Foundation. I'm a certified nutritionist and I am here to talk to you about meal planning. You need to learn how to meal plan because if you don't, you won't eat properly and you won't know what to eat. You'll be stuck. First, let's talk about portion sizes. Portion sizes are very important. Why? Because restaurants give you way too much food to eat, and it's important to know how much you should be eating. You can actually take your food home. You know, they do have doggy bags. You can ask for that. Or you can share a meal. That's a great way of cutting down your calories. Now, look at the portion sizes here. This first picture is a deck of cards. 3 ounces of cooked chicken or meat is the size of a deck of cards. That's how much you should be eating at one time. The next one is 1 cup of cooked rice or pasta, which is the size of about a tennis ball. And 1 ounce of cheese is about one size of 1 domino or 2 dice. That's it. Not a whole lot of cheese. You can also shred that, but make sure that it's only 1 ounce. 1 medium piece of fruit is the size of a baseball, which is a little bit smaller than a tennis ball. The fruit that you usually see in the grocery store is about a large size. 1 teaspoon of butter is only the size of 1 die. So it's very small. 1 small baked potato is about the size of a computer mouse. So make sure that you're not getting a gargantuan potato. If you do, cut it in half and give somebody else the other half. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter is about the size of a golf ball. So that's not very much. It's very high in fat and high in calories. The fist that you see there is about the same size as a tennis ball. So it's the size of an average woman's fist. So if you're a big man and you have a big fist, don't think that your portion size should be that much bigger. And 1 ounce of chocolate for you chocoholics is only about the size of a packet of dental floss. That's about it. Don't eat the whole candy bar. Alright, now that we've talked about portion sizes, let's talk about how much we should be eating in a day. As you can see, here's a pyramid. Dr. Joel Fuhrman is a medical doctor who specializes in nutrition, and he focuses on foods that heal the body. What's important in his pyramid is that at the bottom, which is the majority of what we should be eating, are vegetables. We should be eating lots of vegetables. We should be focused on vegetables. And he says half of them should be raw and half of them should be cooked. And that's because when we cook our vegetables, we change its content. And we also reduce the amount of vitamins that are in our vegetables. So if we have raw, we get the full effect of the vitamins that are available. Then come fruits and beans and legumes. Beans and legumes are often overlooked and are important to add to our diet because they are high in fiber and they have a good bit of protein. And if you take beans and mix them with some whole grains like rice or quinoa or barley, you'll be able to make a full, complete protein which can replace a meat meal. So you don't have to have meat at every single meal, and it's advisable that you do not. Seeds, nuts, and avocados and whole grains and potatoes are the next one. And eggs and fish and fat-free dairy products are also near the top. Limit your beer, sweets, cheese, and processed foods to as little as possible. If you can eliminate the majority of it for your week, that would be great. Here's another pyramid. It's the Mediterranean diet. And that also has fruits and vegetables at the bottom, or near the bottom as far as the food goes. At the very bottom, though, it adds physical activities. So we're also including physical activity. Why? Because it's important to move. You need to move to burn your calories. We used to be a society where we would move. We'd be outside all day. We'd be taking care of the animals or tending to the fields or whatever we were doing. We were outside building, doing something all the time, and we were burning calories. Now that we're in the 21st century, we are now not burning so many calories. We're burning probably less than half the calories. So it's good to make sure that you're moving. Then make sure fish and seafood are also included, because fish has omega-3s, and fatty fish like salmon and sardines have vitamin D, which is also important. Poultry, eggs, cheese, and yogurt, limit those. And meats and sweets, make those the least that you eat. And an occasional cup of wine is fine, but make sure you drink your water. Then we also have the Asian diet pyramid. And also at the bottom, we are saying daily physical activity is the most important. Make sure that you move. Then the next level, we have rice noodles, breads, millet, corn, any whole grains is down there. And then we have vegetables. That's our next biggest one. Make sure you eat your vegetables. We've got legumes, seeds, and nuts, which is very important, and fruits. Vegetable oils, limit those, as well as dairy. We've got fish and shellfish, eggs and poultry, a little bit of sweets on a weekly basis, and very little meat. It's really important to plan ahead of time in order to get good food in your body. Make sure that you have a menu similar to this one, and make sure you have a rainbow of color in your diet. Rainbow of color is important so you can get the proper vitamins and minerals. Fruits and vegetables contain phytonutrients that have antioxidants. That's very important in fighting disease. Here we have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks. We want to make sure that we have a salad or some kind of vegetable at least 2 times a day. If you can get vegetables in the morning, that's great. Also, we have, make sure that you get your water in. So I have beverage at every single step. Make sure that you're drinking enough water. And I don't mean pop. Soda pop is bad. Drink water. We have protein, salad, starch, vegetable, dessert, or fruit. And if you eat your dessert, you can have a fruit dessert, and you've covered both. Here is a partially filled menu, and I start out on Sunday with 2 scrambled eggs with spinach. So see, I got my vegetable in there. 1 slice of whole grain bread, or which is toasted, and the whole grain toast is whole grain, not whole wheat. Whole wheat is not the same as whole grain. 1 tablespoon of orange marmalade, 1 banana, 1 cup of decaffeinated green tea. Decaffeinated is important for those of you who are extra hyper. We have apple for a snack. We don't need a large snack, just enough to hold us to the next day or the next meal. And lunch, we have a salad with chickpeas, almonds, red peppers, mandarin orange, and water. And it's not a big lunch, but it's enough to keep us going until our snack, which is hummus on celery with a cup of rice milk. And then we have a nice dinner to round everything off. Barley soup, mixed green salad, grilled salmon, sweet potatoes, green beans, cherry crisp, and water with lemon wedge. If you notice, we do have a rainbow in this day. We have greens, we have red bell peppers, we've got orange, and it just makes a good, we also have banana, which is yellow. So if you go through and you pick your proteins, then pick your starches, then make sure you have your vegetables and your water, you'll be set. And then you can make your shopping list to go to the grocery store. And here's a nice man who has his grocery list. He knows what he wants. He has his son with him, involved in the food that they get. And they're going to be a happy family because they will have complete meals. And here's an example of a balanced meal. Half of your plate should be vegetables. And we want to make sure that we have green vegetables on the plate. And a quarter of the plate is a starch, and a quarter of the plate is protein. So if you have a meal that looks similar to this, then you will have a good meal. Thank you, and enjoy your meal.